but there's a long tradition of these types of voices of conscience. So I just immersed myself in the world of St. Sabina and spent time with Father Mike and his peacekeepers and the community there, and tried to learn as much as I could.
We love you on Windy City Live. Yes, we do. Tell us, how did all this happen? How did this come about?
Well, I play me. I play Val Warner in Chirac, which is really cool. So when people see this movie, they are literally seeing Val, and I am a reporter in the movie.
We talk about the violence, but what can we do personally?
I think we got to be engaged, and I think engaged in a number of things. In our block, in our home, in our neighborhood, we got to be engaged. We got to fight the issues. We got to fight a government that is abandoned, whole communities on the south and the west side. We got to fight a governor who's cut out every youth employment program, who's cut out violence prevention programs, who's abandoned our communities and the poor and the vulnerable. And I think we got to reach out to our brothers on the street and love them and respect them and help them, not just demonize them.
My participation is only because of Mr. Spike Lee, our leader, our director, and he reached out to me and blessed me with the opportunity to be in this film and said that his mission was to save lives in the south side of Chicago.
I'll just say like this. First of all, give you the history of coming to Chicago and telling my jokes as a young cat. I'm 37 now. I started about almost 15 years ago. Elroy taking me under his wing, let me do some jokes here and there for the radio stations and all that kind of stuff.
We are more than that. We are more than that. We're greater than that. And I feel like in places like this, or Chicago, or whatever you want to call it, the hood, whatever you want to call it, like, it's too much attention dwelled on the negative.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution. Join me, Naima Latif, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating discussions about the issues affecting our lives. If you're listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution, press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, executive producer of the Female Solution radio show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed, into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with Zelda Speaks for your Monday morning mindfulness sessions on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Experience mindfulness moments with the Mindfulness/Stress Relief Coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of mindfulness on Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening.
It is 7:43. If you just joined us, you are tuned into Monday Morning Mindfulness on blogtalkradio.com, the female solution, Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. It is the last day of August. Happy Earth Day, birthday, born day. If today is your birthday, happy Earth Day, birthday, born day. And La Rita is here. So now let us admit her. La Rita Shelby is joining us, and she is the lady that you just heard on the video. Grand Rising. Yay. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yes. Good morning. And I need to change my alarm. I'm on the West Coast. So I have my clock, my alarm set for 7 a.m. Pacific time.
Oh, okay.
And I posted several Zooms, and I always put the time in 3 time zones so the guests can, adjust. So good morning. Good morning. Yes, I'm still very happy to have you here, and I apologize for my tardiness, but let me adjust this phone so it doesn't go off during the interview for Pacific time. Good morning.
Apology accepted. We are honored to have you here this morning and so grateful that you could make it.
Okay, just remind me not to jump up because I only got dressed for the interview.
Oh, okay. Don't jump up, girl, because this is not that kind of show now.
I need the cloth ministry like they do in the church.
Yes, okay, girl, put that cloth on just in case. Put that cloth on.
Well, I'm glad you called because I heard the phone ring and I'm like, wait, is that it?
Yeah. So, and then it went to voicemail and I was like, what? Is she not there? And then all your messages are full. You cannot leave a message. I was like, okay.
They are? I wasn't aware of that. Okay, I'll have to check because that's my pet peeve.
And I love your hair too. I love it.
Thank you.
Now, what city are you in?
I am, wow. I'm in Studio City, which is Studio City, California.
California, okay.
Yeah, which is in, it's in the San Fernando Valley, but it's in Los Angeles County. Yeah.
Okay. What's the weather out there?
It's beautiful. It's just truly beautiful. I just posted on somebody else's page just last night. It's a beautiful, warm, and diverse community, a loving community. My neighbors, shortly after the George Floyd protests, my neighbors in Studio City, they put up signs all around the block and said, we will not be celebrating the 4th of July this year. We're going to celebrate Juneteenth. And they said, you're going to learn today. And they put up Black History posts all throughout. And so that really warmed my heart. Yesterday, there was a pop-up Trump rally down the street. And we think it's some people that kind of came from other neighborhoods and they just did a caravan. I mean, if that's somebody's choice, then okay. Our community is just so peaceful and it's just so loving. And our community is very Black Lives Matter too. So I'm off the subject, but I'm up. Good morning.
That's okay. That's, we're getting a little bit about your background and I'm so glad to hear that because I don't know why. And anytime I see something on, what channel, where did it come from? What You Need Is, the sister who does What You Need Is. That's how I found out about the song. And I was like, wow, that's an awesome song, standing strong, because many of us, especially our youth, they do not realize that we are standing on the shoulders of the elders. And the fact that you wrote that piece, I was like, wow, she needs to be on the show because people need not only to see this, they need to hear it and understand the messages behind it, because I am well aware, and many of our listeners are well aware, that we are not here on our own. Somebody went through natural living hell for us to be here. So yes, we are standing on the shoulders of those who came before us. How did that idea even come about?
Okay, well, first I want to show you my 6:45 clock. But I'm going to delete it now because I didn't have my time zones right.
Okay.
Well, in all honesty, that song was written during the Obama administrations. A few songs came to me during that time. One was "This Is Our Moment, This Is Our Time." We performed it, me and my music partner performed it a couple of times, but we didn't release it. I wrote another song called "Mr. President's Girl" because the hook is Mr. President's got a girl that looks like me.
Okay.
And then "Standing Strong" was another song. I was taking a walk one day right by where we live, and I could hear the words, and I could hear the melodies, the Obama administration, and just the wonder of his ascension to the highest level, highest office in the land, a character, the dignity, the integrity that he brought to that office. And it was just a merger of our time. And I just remember hearing, "I am standing on the backs and shoulders of the ones who've come before me." And at my core, I'm a jazz girl. I've studied various types of music, performed various types of music, had aspirations of being, a little R&B girl, back in the 80s and 90s when I shook it like that. I don't shake it like that right now. Ain't trying to shake it like that. Ain't just trying to drop nothing like it's hot no more. And I just surrendered, and I just said, "Father, I will still sing, but show me how I can do this and just be me." And the writing, when I write music, when I write most things, it's like taking dictation. I can hear it sung or spoken to me. And I don't play. My mother wasn't. Okay, so let me be quiet and let you ask another question because
No.
I get overwhelmed.
Please continue, please.
Well, I was going to say that my mother was a gospel musician. My son is also a musician. My son is trumpet, and he produces. My mother played piano. I studied and tried to study many instruments, and I was not great. To tell you the truth, but I could sing and I hear music. So I've written with several guys here and there, but I was blessed to have a committed music partner in Willie Daniels. And when I sing a song to him, he starts hitting the keys on the piano. And I tell you, he plays like he's the cat sitting at the gig in my head. And that's how we compose.
The gig in your head. I love that. When you say you hear music, because I am not musically inclined in any shape, form, or fashion, but I hear things because I'm a writer, and I always have a pen with me. People laugh at me. It's like, why are you still writing things down on pen and paper? Because that's how I grew up. So my gift is writing. So I keep a pen with me, and I hear things that I need to write down. So do you hear words, melodies, tunes? What do you hear?
I hear
Higher Learning TV Show. Said that right. Higher Learning TV Show. That's our YouTube channel, and which will be airing a 6-part series beginning tomorrow, September 1st, because it comes on Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19. And that 6-part series is on corporate racism. Very interesting show, so you be sure and check it out. And we're on the World Wide Web, higherlearningnetwork.org, 24/7. Be sure and check out my YouTube channel, Zelda Speaks, as well as Zelda Speaks Mindfulness. And I also have a blog, which is zeldarobinsonspeaks.blogspot.com. And check out the Higher Learning Network TV show blog, which is Higher Learning Network NFP, which means not for profit, higher learning NFP.blogspot.com. And if you are in pain, have inflammation like I do, like many other people do, be sure and check out my site for natural healing. There's a healing app that I wear, and I don't wear it on the show. I should start wearing it on the show so you can see. If you've ever had stem cell treatment for pain, if you've ever been to a chiropractor or anything like that, you know it works. And I wear it for like 3 hours a day, but I didn't wear it. I'm going to wear it next week, I promise. And then people have questions, I can tell you about it. But in the meantime, go to my site, zelda.now.site. That's Zelda, ZELDA.now.site, SITE. And if you are tired of taxes on your dollars, I work with the author of Bitcoin for Black People. Check that out. That's on my page as well. Facebook.com, Zelda Speaks. And if you got diabetes, guess what? I got something for you, and it's free. Can somebody say free? Yep. Now when you go to diabeticdonut.com or zeldaspeaks.com, I have a free ebook for you. It's about 27 pages, I think. It's free. Shows you how I reverse type 2 diabetes, and you can do the same thing. So go there. It's free. And which we have begun the contest for our youth. If you know of a youth who has talent, I should say, we would love to have them to be a part of the experience by joining the contest. And that contest information is available on my Facebook page on facebook.com/Zelda Speaks. So if you know teens, poets, writers, dancers, spoken word authors, you know teens who have talents, share that information with them. Have them go to higherlearningnetwork.org and send us an email, info@higherlearningnetwork.org. We're giving out connections to radio and television and cash and prizes too. So be sure and get your teams involved so that they can benefit.
That moments of meditation. As a candidate campaigning in Cook County, all across the county, things get stressful, things get hard, but when you help us take a minute and breathe and connect, it really helps, and it helps us endure. Thank you again.
In the meantime, in between time, it is time for your Monday morning stress relief. Monday morning mindful has now come to the meditation session where I ask you to sit up straight in your seat, feet flat on the floor, nothing in your hand, nothing in your arms. Wiggle those fingers, get the kinks out, wiggle those shoulders, roll that head around a little bit, wiggle those toes. So what we will do is inhale to the count of 5, hold it, and then release it through your nose. Always breathe through the nose if possible, because the deeper you breathe, you're sending signals to the body to just calm down. So that's what we'll do. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. Inhale deeply. And feel the body calming down already. Inhale once more. And now as you continue to breathe in and breathe out, you should not be looking at me. You should be looking at the inside of your eyelids. So inhale deeply. Giving thanks for the power of the breath, because someone somewhere is unable to breathe on their own. They may have respiratory issues, heart issues, health issues. And look at you breathing all on your own. Inhale deeply. That means you have work here to do. Your purpose, your mission. You may not know what it is. You may know what it is and be afraid to move forward. You may not have a clue, but whatever it is, just keep breathing. Inhale deeply. And give thanks for the power of the breath that is sending messages to the multiple, not millions, but trillions of cells in the body, beginning with the heart, the liver, the lungs, the intestines, all of the inner organs, the spleen, the spine, and the pancreas. Oh, yes. Inhale deeply. And exhale. We give thanks for the power of the breath, knowing that we are at the right place at the right time. Always, always, always giving thanks. Knowing that as we breathe in, we are inviting the spirits of the ancestors through the breath to remind us and walk with us, stand strong with us as we breathe in and as we breathe out. Sending all of that breath and the power to the top of the head. Breathing in, feeling the power as you breathe out, sending that breath down through the face, the shoulders, the chest, the arms, the elbows, the fingers. As we continue to breathe in and breathe out, sending that breath down through the solar plexus, the sides, the hips, thighs, and the knees. Oh, yes, those glorious knees. As we breathe in, and as we breathe out, sending that light, love, and energy down through the knees and the legs and the ankles and the toes. Yes, wiggle those toes and breathe in. Bringing that energy back up through the feet, the ankles, the legs, the knees, and thighs, giving thanks. As we continue to bring that energy back up through the hips, the solar plexus, the chest, the shoulders, and the neck. The back of the neck where you reach up and massage the back of that neck where the vagus nervus is, which runs down through the spine and the rest of the body. Breathing in and massaging that neck, giving thanks that we are in connection with the stress that we are relieving, and we release and let go all tension in the body. As we begin to massage, self-massage the shoulders, we give thanks. As we breathe in, massaging those shoulders as we breathe out. Now, the mind has a tendency to wander, but that's what it does. You simply bring the attention back by focusing on the breath as we breathe in and as we breathe out. And we give thanks for the power of the breath. As we take one long, last deep inhale deeply. And as we exhale, bending our head forward, chin to chest, slowly rotating the head to the left. And slowly bringing the head back. Slowly bringing the head to the right. And slowly bringing the head around to the front. Head up. Inhale deeply. Look to the left as far as you can, feeling a stretch on the right side of the neck. Head back, straight. Inhale deeply. And look to the right as far as you can. Oh, that stretch feels good in the left side of the neck. Oh, yes, that feels so good. And bringing the head back. Inhale deeply. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just entered the happiness zone. You have sent words of wisdom and wealth through your breath, through each and every circuit, fiber, tendon, ligament, and muscle in your body. You have just calmed your body down. Your body is in happy mode because you gave it the signals. You gave it the strength. You gave it the breath because you inhale deeply. And you exhale. Now, doesn't that feel good? Well, you be sure and share this experience. It doesn't take 10 minutes. It can take 30 seconds. When you are stressed out, you simply breathe in. And if you got a little garlic on your breath or a little onion, you blow it on the person that comes up in your face trying to interfere with your peace. And if it stank bad enough, trust me, they'll back up.
Hi, I'm Bill Conway, running for Cook County State's Attorney. You're watching the Higher Learning Network.
name is Heather Schooler, owner of the company Help Me Finish, and newly developed business billionaire breakthrough system. I want to talk today about my friend Zelda Robinson, who has created this mindful breakthrough system, which is absolutely phenomenal. And you want to know what I learned from it? I learned that I can stop the negative patterns in my life through one simple word: stop. And I think about that all the time. Every time I see a red light, I remember to stop. Every time I see a stop sign, I remember to stop. So even when I'm having a bad day and I can see a stop sign, it'll remind me of what Zelda's taught me. So if you guys haven't taken her program, you need to sign up for her program, because we all need to stop the negative voices in our head, and she's got the tools to help you do it. I'm Heather Schooler, owner of Help Me Finish, and I hope you guys sign up. And when you sign up, have a fantastic day every day, because that's what Zelda's going to teach you to do.
Deloach. I'd like to say thank you. It was a great meditation this morning.
Known to most OG Tom Joyner Morning Show listeners as the voice of It's Your World characters Nikki and Pookie, Rita Shelby is on the phone. Hey, old friend. How you doing?
There, Tom Joyner Morning Show family. What's up?
Rita is a seasoned marketing and media professional with experience in advertising, branding, public relations, and digital media. She's authored 2 books, The Brand Beside the Brand and On My Father's Side. Rita Shelby, Pookie, Nikki. Did you ever get confused sometimes because you had to play both Rita and you had to play both Rita. You had to play Pookie and Nikki in the same scene.
We can do this today. You can just be like, you're a psychologist conjuring my inner voice. Nikki, as a matter of fact, Tom, no, I never got confused. When I was talking to you, I knew I was talking to you, and I had Redbone by my side, and he would handle things if they got out of hand.
Did Pookie ever get confused?
Okay, first of all, where y'all been? Okay, no, Pookie was never confused. Pookie did okay, because right now, when I got off your little morning show, I went into the Earls. I'm selling CB Earls, okay? I'm not about rolling the joints, but healing the joints. I'm only about the Earls, so no, Tom, I didn't ever get confused.
Yeah. What's your favorite storyline of It's Your World?
Oh, my goodness. I believe it was when, at one point, Pookie was kind of feeling on Sterling Regal, right? So the town country bumpkin diva, and the aristocrat. That's a little shady. and then Ed Regal's wedding. Ed Regal's wedding. Yes. That was great.
Yeah.
Wow. Loretta, how did you all come to this? Because you are such a Renaissance woman. You've worked and had a real job in as a government contractor. You've had you work with kids and all of this. You sing at night. Yeah, you're an incredible songstress and everything. How did all of this come to be?
Well, you know what, Sybil, you all would have to know my family. So since leaving the Tom Joyner Morning Show, I put my story in 2 books. My business story is in The Brand Beside the Brand, because even though it's proudly on the Tom Joyner Morning Show, I heard stories about people laughing and wanting to miss work and being late for work, listening to It's Your World, and some of the characters that I played, and they had no idea that it was me for 15 years. So I...